Hey Libra, and welcome to your reading for August 2016. I have already shuffled and laid out the cards in an effort to shorten the videos a little bit. As I grow with you, I hope to get a feel for how the viewers like their videos. I know some people just want you to get straight to the point, and others want a little more. They want more details. They want a more in-depth look at the things that are going on around them. So at that, let's go ahead and get started. I've done a 3-card spread which will represent your past, your present, and your future. The future card also being the advice or the outcome card. Before I even start, what I see, Libra, for you this month is to be careful. There's deception. There seems to be a lot of deception that is going on with you this month. Libra, this could be you. Let's get started. The first card that I've drawn for you in the past position is the Magician reversed. The second card that I've drawn for you in this present position is the Knight of Cups reversed. And the third card that I've drawn is the Moon card. Now the first thing I see, and I noticed this with my last reading too, and it was exactly the same lineup for Virgo. There were 2 major arcana. Actually, that's not true, but it's close. The Virgo didn't have a court card, but there were 2 major arcana from the past and the future. Well, you have different Libras. You have a court card in the middle. So let's go ahead and talk about the 2 major arcana, which are big life karmic lessons. These are things that can't be changed, Libra. I said that I want to get away from the word can't because there's really nothing that can't be done or undone. But in this situation with the major arcana, the truth of the matter is these are big life, like I said, karmic necessary lessons that we as little human beings, we don't have any control over that. So the likelihood of us changing these energies is slim to none. The best thing to do is to go with it, to pay attention to the lessons that are being put out there. If it's comfortable, you roll with it, enjoy yourself, and have a good time. And if it's uncomfortable, be sure you pay extra close attention to the lessons that are being put out so that you don't have to repeat these processes in the future. Let's get started with the Magician in the past position. Now, I love the Magician card. It is one of my favorite cards. In the reverse, however, when we start to talk about the Magician, we talk about the Magician as being, the Magician is able to create anything from the visions and the ideas that are in his head. With the Magician, these energies, like I said, there are still visions and ideas that are floating around in his head, but he's the Magician, and he can make happen anything. As we get to the High Priestess is when we start to kind of get these ideas out of the head, and it's in between the metaphysical and the physical. It's kind of in between with the High Priestess, the intangible and the tangible. Well, with the Magician, as you can see here, when he's upright, he's channeling energies from heaven to earth. As you can see, he looks like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever when he strikes his little pose and he's got one hand up to the heavens and the other hand pointed down to the dance floor. Well, in this case, this is a much larger version of John Travolta doing his little dance. And he's got his wand in his hand that point up to the heavens. And then he's got the other hand. And as you can see, he's channeling energies from heaven to earth. He's bringing things from the metaphysical into the physical. He's bringing things from intangible to tangible. Now that's in his upright position. And as you can see here, he has all of his tools. He's got cups. He's got wands. He's got, there's a pentacle there somewhere. I may have my finger in the way. Oh, there's a pentacle lying there on the table. And he's got swords. So he's got access to all of the four elements: air, earth, fire, and water. In reverse, he's still got access to all of those things. Only he's now like the upside down pentagram. He is putting earth over spirit. That, my friend, is unknowable. So, in reverse, the magician becomes manipulative. He becomes the charlatan. He becomes the person who performs not for the sake of creation, but for the admiration of his onlookers, for his own ego. You know, he performs things. I mean, but what he's performing is not really. It's not something that you can trust. You know, he's selling the snake oils. He's selling the false concoctions, the medicines that don't heal, the solutions that don't work. He's deceiving. So this is coming out of the past, Libra. And Libra, I'm not sure if this is you that is creating this or not. And the reason that I say that is because in the present position, what you have is the Knight of Cups reversed. And court cards are generally people that come into your life, or they can be energies that you are displaying right now. Well, this Knight of Cups is somebody who may be coming in with an offer of love or companionship, nurturing care, but just like the magician, they're not true to it. And that is what makes me feel. And because if you take a look at these two cards, the Knight of Cups is looking back at the magician. To me, it is like the Knight of Cups is looking to the magician or drawing from the magician for his actions. He's drawing that energy from the magician, or he's looking to the magician to feed him the information that he needs in order to bring forth his actions, his offers. So the Knight of Cups again is somebody who will come in with an offer of love and compassion, but is not true to it. I mean, this guy's not even looking forward into the future. He's looking back. So he has no real hopes for the future. He's unfaithful. He'll break your heart. He's not going to stay around. He's going to lie to you. And Libra again, whether this is you that is doing this to somebody else or whether or not this is somebody that has come into your life, Libra, if the magician is you, then the tools that you have to manifest the things that you want, you've possibly used them in a way that is dishonest, or somebody who played the magician in your life has used his tools in a way that's dishonest, because when he's upright, he has all the tools he needs. But when he's in reverse, he loses his tools. And so he doesn't manifest the things that he needs to manifest in a proper way. Now, Libra, maybe you have been deceitful in the visions that you were manifesting. Maybe you tried to manifest a relationship that wasn't yours to have. And so maybe you brought somebody into your life who wasn't yours to keep. There was never going to be an offer of long-term love or compassion because of the way that you went about bringing this person into your life in the first place. It was based on dishonesty. It was based on deceit. It was based on fantasy that was created, Libra. So that fantasy is just what that is. It's fantasy. If this is something that you manifested, maybe you are looking, like I said, into a relationship that was not yours to have. Maybe you're looking to companionship that's not yours to have. And maybe this is somebody who belonged to somebody else. And so they come into your life with what looks to you as this offensive love that you have manifested in your thoughts and your visions, but that's not yours to have. And so they right away, they come in, they offer you something, but they end up breaking your heart. It was all built on dishonesty. It was all built on, which brings us to the next card, which is the Moon card. And this is about illusion, deceit. So as we move into the future, and the whole outcome of this is just that. Illusion, deceit. It's going to cause you some anxiety, some depression, whether or not this is you who's the magician and the court card, or whether or not this is somebody that you manifested into your life, whether this was a relationship that you created based on fantasy. It ends up, Libra, unfortunately being just that, fantasy, illusion, not the real deal. And what ends up happening is, as you go into your future, this Knight of Cups rides away. Leaving you with anxiety and fear and some type of paranoia. There was a question of ethics as you came into this situation. And this, because there are two major arcana here, and the court card is holding a cup, I have to say that this is a love-based reading. The only thing that I can see here, the way that these two major arcana speak to this reading, is through a cup, which is about love and companionship, nurturing, and relationships. So, Libra, to me, this is definitely a relationship reading. But it's not the relationship that you hope for. It's not the relationship that was created in honesty, in goodness, end up with somebody who is going to sell you a dream and then turn their back on you. Leaving you anxious, unsatisfied, depressed, and sad. And I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer at all, Libra, and I'm really, really sorry. But in this case, there are no cards here to reflect anything other than what I've already mentioned. The good news is that this is for the month of August. This is not a lifetime, but there are big, big, big lessons to be learned here, Libra. And Libra, Libra, you're about, Libra rules the seventh house, the house of one-on-one relationships. I mean, this, I guess it could be a business partner or something like that, but I doubt it. This signifies, like I said, love and possibly open enemies. So this could be even somebody who is an open enemy that you didn't even realize was an enemy. They put on the front as if they were on your side, and if they were there to offer you those things that you envision, that they were there to fulfill the fantasy that you have or had, Libra. But this could have very well been somebody who was never there for you to begin with. So, unfortunately, that's something that you just kind of have to deal with at this point and learn the lesson as you move forward. If this was something that you conjured up in a way that was dishonest or deceitful, it's kind of, you live by the sword, die by the sword. In this case, live by the cup, die by the cup. um, so, August, relationship wise, Libra, looks to provide some challenges, but there are some major life lessons there. So hopefully these lessons can be learned, like I said in the beginning, so that you can move forward into the future without having to repeat this painful process. And when somebody does come into your life, that is somebody that is actually there for you for the long run, or at least with the intentions on trying to get to the long run. This person that comes into your life has no intention. When they cross the threshold, Libra, they had no intention on sticking around. They come to you with lies and deceit. They come in knowing very well that they're going to break your heart. So look out for that person, Libra. Look out for that person. You can't build something solid based on something shaky. So, okay, I'd like to add all of this is up, all of the numbers up to see what number energy rules the reading. And we have the Magician, who is the number 1. Again, he is, when those thoughts and ideas are born. And then we have the Moon, who is the number 18. 18 plus 1 is 19. And 1 plus 9 is 10. So this is going to be the ending of something. You know, this relationship that's happening in the present, you know, it may have been going on long enough for it to be considered some sort of relationship, but that is coming to an end. The Knight of Cups will unfortunately probably be riding away in the wind sometime soon. You may still have this person here in the present position, but that is coming to an end. Tens are also about renewals. So once this whole fiasco has come to an end, you have a chance to renew your thoughts. This is about, the moon card is about intuition as well. So, you know, once this fiasco has ended, once the dust has settled, you have an opportunity, hopefully, to get your peace of mind back, to reinvent, or to reintroduce, to reestablish, to read whatever your intuition. But you're going to have to get past the hard part first. You will get past with this breakup. You may feel like you're not able to see things clearly. You know, what happened? What did I do wrong? How did this go wrong? What do I do next? You just simply, what do I do? Period. And you won't be able to think so clearly around it. You know how it is when we're in love, or we're in hella like, and we break up, and you know, we just cannot see clearly. But as this, like I said, as this fiasco comes to an end, and you're gonna have to deal with some compromises of the mind, of the feeling, of emotion, of thought, that you get the opportunity to renew your emotional spirit, your intuition, and all of those things, Libra. So, um, be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it. And everything that look good ain't, and all those other cliches that we can throw in there. So, you know, we do have the ability to manifest our thoughts. So, Libra, be very, very careful about the thoughts that you're thinking, especially when it comes to companionship and relationship and love and intimacy. Um, if you are basing your thoughts around something that is dishonest and untrue, then it's going to lead you to that deception, which is going to lead you to that anxiety, to that paranoia, to that inability to think clearly, Libra. And Libra, you are one of the relationship. Libra is about relationships, and it's about balance in relationship. You're gonna have some trouble finding that balance this month, but you know, hopefully, like I said, as you get past these things and we go into September, I don't think about that. Okay, I don't see how that's relevant at this point. But I'll come back to it. Libra, I should have taken a look at your. You know, I should have taken a look at the chart, because we've got some eclipses coming up. And with something this heavy, I just feel like it is a lot of this energy. I wonder if Libra, this is going to fall into an area in the sky for you that is your relationship part of the sky, because this is some heavy, powerful energy. And with the eclipses coming up, I'm almost willing to bet, and I should have taken a look before I brought it up, but I'm almost willing to bet that the eclipses um, are having a powerful effect on what's going on with you in August. Okay, but we live through it. So in spite of that, because that's just the relationship area, I'm sure there are other areas in life that are going just dandy for you. So, you know, we get through it. We move into the next month. Sometimes things get uncomfortable, but you know, those are the lessons that we have to learn from. So I hope to see you again next month. Hope I didn't scare you off.